The second price auction is very core to how bid and CPC dynamics work in Amazon, and is an important concept to understand as a Perpetua advertiser. Now, I'm sure when discussing the second price auction, the way you may have heard people position it is that you only pay 1 cent more than the next highest bidder. Meaning, as in the example I have before you, if someone's bidding $1 for a given search term and another person's bidding $2 on that search term, the person bidding $2 would only pay $1.01. But what I have to tell you today is that that's very far from the truth. That's definitely not how the second auction works. A second price auction works, although it's directionally correct. Now, how does it actually work? The second price auction means that you only pay the minimum price that will generate Amazon 1 cent in additional revenue over your next best competitor. Now, what does revenue mean? Revenue means ad revenue per 1,000 impressions or revenue from product sales. And again, I put revenue from product sales in question mark because we don't know whether Amazon's legally allowed to include organic sales and some of those other things. There's a huge gray area around that, but without getting into that, it's important to understand that the auctions don't actually happen at the click level. They happen at the impression level. What does that mean? Again, when you're looking at any given auction, right? In this case, I'm looking at $1 bid versus a $2 bid. It's not that Amazon has a user that's guaranteed to click and they're trying to decide who to allocate traffic to. In reality, Amazon actually is just allocating impressions to one advertiser over the other. And it just so happens that some people may or may not click those ads and that Amazon only bills you for clicks. So again, the way the second price auction actually works, and as you can see in this example here, if someone's bidding $1 and another person's bidding $2, the second price auction means that Amazon will only allocate traffic to the $2 bidding advertiser at maybe $1.72. If at $1.72 they're able to generate 1 cent more in total revenue than the advertiser bidding $1. Again, in this scenario, if Amazon was to assign a CPC of, let's call it $1.50 to the person bidding $2, they may actually be making less revenue on aggregate than if they were to allocate traffic at a $1 CPC to the person bidding $1. Now, again, I know this is rather confusing. It took me a long time to kind of fully grok and understand this. But the thing that will help understand and explain some of these differences and nuances is ad quality score. Again, that might be something you're familiar with from Google, or it might be a term you've heard before. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about ad quality score, and hopefully it's going to help make it more easy to understand how the second price auction actually works. But again, as a takeaway, in case you're totally confused, all you have to keep in mind and remember is that if two people are bidding $1 and $2, Amazon will only allocate traffic at a certain CPC where they're going to generate more revenue on aggregate.